Welcome to another episode of my series, Chinese History Meme Review, where we use memes as a gateway into deeper historical understanding. Today we're comparing two titanic figures of ancient China, Liu Bang, the founder of the Han Dynasty, and Xiang Yu, the warlord who lost to him during the Chu-Han contention. Let's start with the figure on the left, Virgin Liu Bang. At first glance, the meme is mocking, suggesting Liu Bang was weak, unsure, and ultimately overshadowed. It says, injured by stray arrow. This line highlights a real incident. Liu Bang was indeed wounded during one of the military engagements after the winning of the Chu-Han contention, and this injury led to his death after a very long time. This serves to paint him as passive, injured not by heroism, but almost by accident. He wasn't in control. It's a fair jab, perhaps. Liu Bang was never known for his battlefield prowess. His strengths lay in politics, not combat. He had to rely on others to win, this is true, and this was his greatest strength. Liu Bang surrounded himself with capable generals and ministers, like Han Xin and Zhang Yang. The meme frames this as weakness, but in reality it shows Liu Bang's strategic brilliance. He delegated, he built alliances, unlike Xiang Yu, his foe, who could do only as he wished through might alone, and inspired those who followed him because of his physical prowess. Also says of him that he has a hunched posture due to the paranoia of a traitor. This is a humorous take on a serious issue. Liu Bang was notoriously suspicious, especially after he won the Chu-Han contention. The paranoia specifically here references the fact that he initially pledged his allegiance to the Xiang family and Xiang Yu, only to ultimately betray them, despite Xiang Yu's benevolence towards them, for example letting him go at the Feast of Hongmen, and it is said he has the weak arms of a delegator. Yes, this is an accurate contrast to Xiang Yu. Liu Bang was not a warrior, and he's never recorded as being a warrior, even in his own historians' record of the dynasty. He rose from peasant origins and worked through diplomacy, pragmatism, and gathering capable men around him. His power was not built on martial strength, but statecraft. Weak arms indeed, but a strong mind, described by his own historian as lazy and uneducated. This refers to Sima Qian, the Grand Han historian, who indeed painted Liu Bang as coarse, poorly educated, and at times crude. That was also part of his popular appeal. He was a man of the people, and his informality resonated with many. Indeed, many of his greatest supporters, like Fan Kuai, former butchers, men who would be described as salt of the earth, didn't know what he wanted and took credit for taking the Qin down. Yes, early on, Liu Bang's rebellion was aimless. He rose through rebellion that he was forced into, rather than ambition initially. And his objectives evolved over time. Once he saw power within reach after the Qin had been taken down, he became focused and relentless. After all, his battle was for his friend's survival, and quite unlike Xiang Yu's motivation of restoration merely. The meme implies opportunism, and yes, Liu Bang did take advantage of many situations, luckily, and the credit for victories won by Xiang Yu attacked an enemy in retreat and outnumbered. This is another attempt to highlight his cowardice, perhaps his desperation. Liu Bang's strategy involved tactical retreats and feints, and losing at times, such as the Battle of Puncheng, gaining the city with 500,000, and losing it to 30,000 Xiang Yu's soldiers returning. He wasn't above fighting dirty, using spies. His battles were never heroic, but they were effective, such as at the Battle of Gaisha, timing the attack perfectly with the forces of Xiang Yu in retreat and outnumbered. Now let's turn to the right side of the meme, the Chad, Xiang Yu, the muscular, confident warlord, a figure romanticized throughout history and legend, said to have taken down hundreds of soldiers with him. This is legendary, perhaps exaggerated, but central to his mythos. Xiang Yu was a hands-on commander known for personal combat in every battle and unmatched physical strength. He likely didn't kill hundreds single-handedly, but the symbolism is clear. He led from the front. It is this very nature of him that meant he was the one to take down the hated Qin Empire, not Liu Bang. Such a feat required the energy and dynamism of someone like Xiang Yu, upright posture of the confident, strong arms of the legendary warrior. Xiang Yu, unlike Liu Bang, was never noted for his paranoia and never had to betray anyone. This plays into the classic masculine hero archetype. Xiang Yu's strength was more than a metaphor. He was literally built like a warrior. Historical records describe him as tall, broad, and physically imposing. With that confidence, though, comes arrogance. Got what he wanted. An ironic statement. Xiang Yu did indeed win early victories, even sacking Shenyang and the Qin forces decisively at the Battle of Julu, crowning himself hegemon king of Western Chu, but ultimately he could not hold on to the various vassals because he didn't want to. He only wanted a restoration of Chu, but for this and the lack of positive vision, he could not inherit the future. Described by historians as ferocious and brave, it says. True, even his enemies respected him. The Han Dynasty's own historian Sima Qian portrayed Xiang Yu as tragic and heroic, a man undone not by his enemies, but his own inability to have a positive vision, govern and adapt. Ferocity was his strength and his weakness, and this is how he's depicted in the Beijing opera. Farewell, my concubine, Ba Wan Bieji took down the Qin Empire whilst outnumbered. Yes, he has a powerful legacy. Xiang Yu defeated a far superior Qin force at the Battle of Julu, even though they were by this time declining, a pivotal moment in the rebellion. His victory was so dramatic it sparked the complete collapse of Qin authority, with the third Qin emperor, Ziying, being crowned only as king of Qin. Overall, what does this mean really say? One was a legend, the other a founder. History tends to favour those who endure. Many more people now know Liu Bang more than they do Xiang Yu, and for this it is a shame, for the man with the negative vision is more than necessary. Liu Bang owes his success to Xiang Yu, not just for his initial support as a warlord, hiding under the grand tree of the Xiang family, but also for the fact that he could come away looking morally superior, taking the vengefulness of the former dukes with him. Liu Bang could then rule as the Han Dynasty for 400 years. If you enjoyed this breakdown, consider subscribing for more historically grounded meme reviews, confessions, and deep dive analyses. Leave a comment. Are you more of a Liu Bang or of a Xiang Yu? And which would you trust to rule a kingdom?